we are back with 30 Days, 30 Inks meets Tiny Trees. We've done the first half. Yeah, we've done the first 15. And so now we've just got the last 15. But I was planning on painting these in real time, and just with scheduling stuff, that is not going to work. So we are going to jump into this. I'm going to change your angle slightly. There we go. But let's get into this. One second. So let's get into this. What did we end on? We ended on Birmingham Pen Company Tesla coil. Let's not throw my phone. As always, you guys are on the old iPhone. I'm filming on my current iPhone so that I can edit these more easily. But where's 16? There's 16. And I did talk about changing up the color list. I decided not to because really I just wanted to go with what I already had pulled. Thought went into what I had pulled originally. So I'm just going to go with it. And you know what? If I don't like it as a completed piece, so what? It doesn't actually matter. So let's line this up. Let's set that down to be our weight. Let's grab a purple. I want to use Visconti Orchid. We're on day 16. And it is a very pretty purple. So, comes in a little 30 ml Visconti bottle. I need a brush and I need a water brush. Oh, I don't have water. I guess we'll dump out water from my water bottle because I have no water currently in my rinse cup. The plants have moved into my office and things needed to be watered, so there we go. All right, water, paint, press start. Actually have water in the brush, which does help things. You know, you actually touch the water. All right. I love this purple. I need to put it in a pen again. It's one of those brilliantly bold purples. Let's go all the way up. Oops. Well, It's pretty. All right, there we go. I do love 30 Days, 30 Inks. It's one of those really fun Fountain Pen World challenges, and there's a whole bunch of different ways to do it. There are the people that do it by inking up a different pen every day for 30 days. I am not one of those people. That I think I would just find too stressful, though I do have that many pens inked up normally at any given time. The thought of having to ink a new different pen every single day is not it for me. So we're doing it as Tiny Trees this year, which I do like. And I hope you guys are enjoying it over on Shorts, because it has been fun to just like figure out. All right, so that was Visconti. What was the color actually? Orchard and Blossom 16. Right. On to the Flirgos. 17 is all the way down here. What's this? Ooh. I want to leave Lammy Dark Lilac for a little bit later. Sure. Let's do that. This is Diamine Brandy Snap, which is just a pretty, I would call it brownish color. It's like not a true brown, but they're also far less true browns I own. This is brush clean. That brush is clean enough. All right. Into the ink we go. Move that out of the way. Dip into water. You can definitely tell when you paint with an ink, like what's drier and what's wetter. And in the case of this stuff, some of it is really, really wet. And some of it is very dry and very easy to paint with and super fun. I would say Diamine is not my favorite ink to paint with just because it's so wet. but it is a pretty color. I understand why people like it. It's just not my cup of tea. Right. Let's clean this off. Apologize for how awful the angle is today. I can't remember how I had you guys set up last time, but it clearly was not like this. Because I feel like you guys had a better view of what was going on last time. So I'm gonna have to figure out how I had you set up for previous streams over at this desk where I was also filming other stuff. Because this really doesn't work super well. 17. 18. Also, if you are a member of ClassPass, the next episode of the Atlas class is coming this week. It might actually be tonight. I just have to find the sheets. I'm short one color from the lesson in this supply list. So as soon as I figure out what the last color I used was, that class will be out. 17. Brandy Snap. 18. I don't know what color I'm going to use for 18. I figure it should be something fun though. 18. I've had a lot of purples up there. So I don't want to put Lammy Dark Lilac there. So that's what we're going to do. So I think it'll be fun with the other colors we've got going on in that row. All right. Dark Lilac. While also not smudging the Visconti one. Again, I'm using Tomoe River paper for this. It's not my preferred paper, but it does serve its purposes. And I have 100 sheets of it, so I'm going to use it for weird things like this because I hate writing on it. I've not put this ink in a pen. The sample actually came from Kari. I don't actually currently own any of the Lamy inks in bottles, but I had wanted to try the new version of Dark Lilac because it reminded me of Ferris Wheel Press Poison Envy minus the sparkle. And I would say they're pretty similar. The sheen in Dark Lilac might just be slightly more green versus yellow in Poison Envy. But they're pretty similar. Right, there we go. Dark Lilac, done. Oh, this is never going to come out of this brush, is it? So much pink still in this brush. All right. So, where are we at? We are at 19. Actually, we're at mean labeling. 18. Dark. 20, 24. 19. Oh, it's up here. All right, insulin and toolbar. Whatever color this is. Sesame oil. This row needs some sesame oil. Love this ink. I need to put it in another pen. It's such a good brown ink. It's both so underrated and so overrated in the pen world at the same time. Right. Well, I guess this tree's gonna be taller. Oh, such a pretty brown. If you manage to get your hands on a bottle of London Toolbar sesame oil, it's totally worth it. There are very few of those really culty inks that I think are worth it. Sesame oil is one of them that I have just loved it from the very first moment I opened my bottle. I might take a sample with me to Chicago in case I buy anything that it would be perfect in, so that I don't even have to wait to ink them up. Because it is such a perfect ink. I quite like Toffee Brown. I really like Pop Pink and oh, what's it called? Cool Gray. I wasn't super impressed with Burgundy Red. I just didn't like it very much. And I have Amethyst Purple, but it's not my favorite. If you go to the shorts feed and scroll back many, many, many months, you'll see a video where I compared Toffee Brown and a whole bunch of other brown inks. That's fair. To each other. And there were definitely some browns that I really liked. I do like Toffee Brown. It's a very, of course, I don't have my swatches next to me. It's a very pretty brown. And I knew just based on online swatches that I liked it. Cool Gray is the other one that I use all the time from Mont Blanc, which has been my go-to for ages. I don't have Spree, and I don't have the SBRE brown ink, but I do have, do I even have the notebook that I compared them to down here? I don't, unfortunately. One second. If I just go to my page and I search brown, does it come up under shorts? It does. Haha. Here's the link to that fabulous shorts video. And really, I just compared the two. And so if you're on the fence about, actually, I can't even remember what I compared to in that video. I think it was probably, it's Mont Blanc, it's something in a vial, and it's something from Ferris Wheel Press. So hopefully it's helpful. So that was number 19, and that was sesame oil. I think I have to take a sample of it with me to Chicago, just in case I find the perfect pen for it while I'm there. 20. Sort of filling in these spots now. Do I have the right number of inks pulled? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I do. $20. Let's throw Sailor Ha Ha in there. Because why not? Oh, all right. Good for me. Honestly, it was such a long time ago that I had no idea what I compared it to. I do know that I really like it though. And we're sort of heading into the time of year that I have browns inked up more. So it'll probably be in my rotation fairly soon. This is Sailor Ha Ha. This is Mom's favorite Sailor ink. Also, Sailor 25% price increase on the 28th. That's going to be painful. No one has announced yet if it includes inks or not. I definitely ordered some inks in the past couple days just in case. But for now, though, it seems like it's mostly affecting pens. I did order a Sailor pen with some gold spot credit from writing for them. So that'll be nice once it's in hand. I'd ordered it actually like 3 days before they announced the price increase, which is nice because I no longer think it's in stock on their site. It was one of the first to go. So we'll see who's next for a massive price increase. I do love the standard Mont Blanc bottles as well. I also have this, like, I like the limited edition one, like the square ones. Those are nice as well. I don't like the weird other shapes that they do for like the scented inks and stuff. I find them just a bit too much. All right. I did. Luckily, I'm not a fan of both the color and of like ebonite pens in general. They're not really my thing looks wise. I have like some of the colors that Nadler has done recently in their ebonite pens, but I'm just like not a huge fan of ebonite. So luckily, I was safe from that. But I ordered the Sailor Afternoon Tea in Scone. Hello, welcome. But that was, I had ordered it middle of last week. So there was rumors that people were having a price increase, but nobody had announced whom yet. Sailor Ha has its own sort of special. Just like look at those blooms. They're so stunningly beautiful. I absolutely adore them. And they're just so lovely. Sakura is the same way. Like you can see that hot pink and the yellow. Like they're just such pretty colors. Oh. All right. Also, ClassPass members, if you weren't here at the beginning, your next lesson will be out hopefully tonight. I just need to find the reference sheet for colors. I'm missing a single color, and then it'll be out. And all other members, thanks for your support. It is much appreciated, and you help to keep this channel running. If you don't have enough currently to afford a membership, because life is expensive, just watching ads helps, because unless you watch ads, YouTube does not pay creators. All right, 21. Let's go with Madame Mulberry, because why not? It's been a second since I've had this in a pen. Oh, I have to write down what I just used, which was 20. Honestly, I sort of miss swatching as well. I've been doing a whole bunch of things, but they haven't been the things you guys have been seeing. And so it feels like forever since I've gotten to sit down in front of the camera and do something live like this. But I have some watercolors that need to be swatched. And so there might be a watercolor swatching coming up in the next like week or so if I get my life organized, because I've had some of these colors sitting on my desk since before Christmas, and I've used them, but I haven't made swatch cards for them. And because I haven't made swatch cards for them, they haven't gone away in the palette, and they've just been sitting on my desk. And so I think it's time. You know, we're into April, and I think they finally need swatch cards so that I can put them away. All right, let's ink this paintbrush with Madame Mulberry and get some water on this other paintbrush. And paint some trees. I do love Madame Mulberry, even now. Like every time I use it, I remember why I fell in love with it. Nearly 2 years ago. Has it really been that long since I got my first bottle? I guess it has. Because Toronto Pen Shop's about to celebrate their 2-year opening, and it was my first purchase from them. I have to figure out the tripod setup over at this desk again, so that you guys have a slightly better angle for doing stuff like this. Because I'm aware the current angle is awful. I just wanted to sort of hang out as I did this. But you can't really see what's going on, unfortunately. Alright, let's paint this. I love how it goes down gray and then it fades to this very pretty pinky purple color. It was the first ink that like I learned that inks could do that with. You know, the ink that taught me that inks didn't have to be boring, that they could change color on papers. And I just think it's so much fun even now. Because who doesn't like a muted ink? Well, I know lots of people that do, or don't like them, but they are always my favorites. Give me a good muted ink any day. Madame Mulberry. $22 is where? 22. You're gonna be a gray? I think you're gonna be a gray. Oh no, I think 29 and 23 are gray. 29, 20. You are Morning Glow. Whatever Morning Glow is. I think Morning Glow is a pinkish color. I've got a lot of pinkish colors in there. One second. No. Okay. 22. Can 22 be a gray? 22 and whatever. Yeah. You know what? I don't care. This is the cutest little bottle of Colorverse ink from the Chicago Pen Show last year. Oh, I forgot how purple this was. What was I doing freaking out about this? This is a purple, not a gray. Regardless of the fact that it's marketed as a gray. It's purple. You know what? It's just a purple. I might need more paint. Some of these take so much longer to do than tiny trees normally, which is so interesting. I'm normally so fast at painting tiny trees, and some of these take so long. All right, there's Colorverse Antimatter. $23 is down here. And I want that to be the last pink I have. Oh, 1 second. I've got many purples left. One of these purples might be switched out with something else. I've used all of those inks. Okay, Vinta Mascara is about to be switched out with something else because I've got too many purples. So, I don't know what color I'm going to switch this out with, but I'm going to switch this out with a something. What color am I going to switch this out with? Do I have enough teals? No, I can get away with one more. All right. Warangall Robinson Crusoe is our last color. That was our switch out because there's still too many purples left. This is going to be Conklin Dusty Rose. Because again, we're coming down to those final ones. And we just need some color in our lives. This is a very ugly tree. we're just going to color this one together. The other thing. Shockingly easy to clean out of a paintbrush. That was 23. We might not finish these all tonight, but we'll at least get the next set done. All right, there's 24. And let's do Colorverse Morning Glow, because I think it sort of falls in this range of colors. And I think that seems like fun. So let's ink up this paintbrush. Oh, I have to be very careful not to put my hand on those trees. That was like almost the same color as Madame Mulberry. Promise I pulled it out of a different bottle. Sort of feel like all very muted pinks are sort of similar. As it's drying though, it's starting to look more different. Which is a good thing. Here we go. Colorverse Morning Glow. They are, when I first started to put them down, they didn't look all that different from each other. They are different. So they're both sheening green, or they both turn green in the water. All right, 25. Oh, 25 is right beside. I think 25. Should 25 be our other yellow? I think it should. So 25 is going to be buttered popcorn. It would be really funny if Ferris Wheel Press re-released buttered popcorn as a Farney's exclusive. I'm just saying. That would be really funny. One, I don't know if Farney's carries Ferris Wheel Press, and two, I don't know if they want to work with Ferris Wheel Press, but it would be really funny. Buttered popcorn's another ink that I actually have to put into a pen. But it does feel, it's a very daffodil yellow ink. And so I almost think I could get away with it as a summer, spring ink. I feel like if I wanted to, I could make it whatever I want it to be. In this case, It might just become a spring ink. So that's 25. I only have 5 left. $26. One second. I am short a color. Okay, 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm short. So, this is 28. No. This is 27. This is 30. This is 28. 27. 28. No, I had it arranged the first time, made more sense. 30. 27. You're gonna be my 26? Sure, you're my 26. All right. I need one color. I need one color for 29. I need a green. I need a green. For all the colors to need, I need a green. All right. And the next time I say I can count, remind me of this. Have we done Peter Moss? I feel like we haven't done Peter Moss. And it's about to get a spot for no other reason other than the fact that I don't want to have to go figure something else out. 1 second.